Hello and welcome back to Rawslowgaming and our Let's Play series of Football Manager 2019 and with Bath City Football Club, taking them from the bottom of the English tier system in football that we have available to us here to the top of the Premier League hopefully. And we're currently in our second season in the bottom league and are trying our best to get the chance on the title, or at least a good qualification run between the top 7 teams here and getting promoted. And we are currently third in the league and have done a okay season, but hopefully we can do better, and we have quite an important match here coming up against Hungerford at home, who are second in the league. So we have a chance here to climb up to second place and maybe climb back a little bit to the top leaders of Wealdstone. But that we will see. We will do our best and see what happens here. And as we go towards that, do remember to smash the like button if you like what you see here. And also do comment about just about anything you see, if I do mistakes or if you want some other format or whatever you can think of, just put it in the comment and be engaged. So very helpful and interesting for us and for me. And also, if you haven't done so already, do make sure to smash that subscribe button as well, so you don't miss out on any of the new content that we bring to you daily here at Rawslowgaming. So the table have been a little bit halting, so to say, for the last couple of weeks, but now it's back to correct. And here we had a very interesting match, Wealdstone against the Billickay. For us, I'd say this is unfortunate that Wealdstone managed to win. The best result here would have been a draw, definitely for us. Since Wealdstone are at the top and Billickay 2 positions below us. But anyway, now that the table isn't halting, we can say that we are 12 points behind Wealdstone, and yeah, we need a good run here to continue for us to have a chance at the title. And we can't lose points like we did in the last episode against one of the worst teams and only managed to get in a draw. That would be terrible if we'd keep on doing like that. So let's check the scouting meeting here and let's scout this keeper. And also we need to win key matches like this one against Hungerford coming up. So hopefully we can make something happen here and have a good match here coming up against Hungerford. So we'll check here if we need to do some changes in the team. And we do maybe have some players that are back now, so we can see if that's the case and make our team a little bit better, so to say. So we play our best players. And we have the pre-match tactical advice here. So we have Sangari, who isn't playing good enough, and that is certainly something to think about, to switch him out. But I do believe we have both our best midfielders finally not suspended, so we'll see. And for the upcoming match against Hungerford, we're pretty clear favorite according to the bookmakers actually, which is pretty nice. And we had a decent training week here in the team with an average rating of 7.15. And let's take a look here at the individual level, and let's do some praising here on the players that are doing it good. And that will help a little bit with the morale of the players as well. So hopefully that can play in with the match we have coming up here. I think we'll praise until Lewis here. The rest are not training good enough to warrant a praise. We'll criticize though all players here that are below 6.5. So we'll criticize Dunball and Hayden here, and Hodges as well. I will continue. For the under 23s, we'll let all senior players that need match sharpness to play for 60 minutes per match until they are match hit. And we didn't remember, I believe, to play Brunt for only 75 minutes last match, and they suggest the same here, that we play him for maximum 75 minutes. So we'll certainly switch this around, so Sparta in and Stern here on the midfield left. And since Rigg is still injured, and Brandt, Madeluz, we want to switch out Sangria, but Stewart is unfortunately still suspended, so we'll switch him for London. And these guys are the best to play and are all match fit and in good condition, so let's play like that. And here we see, unfortunately, that Hayden and Batten have played pretty poorly together as well, so we can't really get our center backs to work together in a good way at the moment. Pretty much no matter what combination we play them in, so that's pretty darn bad, but hopefully we can manage to work it out nonetheless. We have a highlight here in the 8th minute, and looking to be for Hungerford at the moment, passing ball back and forth here in the midfield and moving the ball up here on the right hand side, and we go in with a good tackle and win the ball, and Stern with the ball and a long ball up to our strikers, but they miss, and once again we break the ball in the midfield by Longton, but it only goes to their keeper. And the ball once again in the midfield, and again we break the ball, and this time Adelaide finds the ball and it's 1-on-1 versus the keeper, but he shoots way over the bar. So another highlight here in the 50-minute mark. A throw in from us, and pretty much thrown away, pretty bad, and ball all the way back to our keeper. No, didn't choose our keeper. So the ball in the midfield, and once again a long ball to Adelaide, 1-on-1 versus the keeper, and this time he scores, and it's a goal here for Bath City, making it 1-0 for Bath versus Hungerford in the 15th minute. So very nice passing here by the team, and a very good vision and accuracy there by Paxman, and a good finish straight into the corner of the goal there by Adeloy. And a very important goal there for us. Let's just hope that Wellstone doesn't win their match, that they draw or lose, and hopefully we can keep this win. That's the first case. Or even make the lead even bigger, or the win even bigger. Unfortunately, it's a highlight here in the 44-minute mark, and it looks to be for Hungerford, but we break their chance in the free kick, and it's a goal here for Bath City, and for Adeloy, his second goal of the match, and a very good counter-attack there after we managed to defend against their free kick, and it's a passman to Brandt, and a very good pass there up to Brandt, and Adelaide being totally correct there in his placing, being behind the defensive line but onside, so very nice there. But here comes trouble then, certainly, since we get a red card for Batten in our defense, so we'll switch London down to defense. We'll put Paxman center midfielder, and we'll put in Lewis instead of London there. That's our best choice, and we'll go with cautious in mentality instead of positive. So the first half scoreline is 2-0 for City versus Hungerford, and shots are 6-3. Shots on target 4-3, and possession 51-49%. So very happy with the first half performance here from all the players except the send-off there of Batten, of course. We have Genovese who aren't having the best game of his life either. But overall, very happy with the performance so far from the lads. And yeah, what can you can't really say more when we're playing the team that are one place above us and we are leading 2-0. So we reached the 60-minute mark here, and I think it's time to do one more change here, maybe. So let's check here on who we want to switch out. So we should switch out Genovese here, certainly, but we don't really have any defender to switch him out with, and we don't want to switch out or switch on Sangare, really. So what option do we have? So we'll switch out Stern here actually, and bring on Ollis, I think, and we'll actually also bring on Mins instead of Brandt here. We'll play Adloy as a advance forward and Mills as a poacher, and we'll hope that we don't get any more second yellow card or a red card or an injury here, so we'll have to play 2 men short. 1 man short is alright, but 2 isn't really, and their Chelmsford actually scored against Wellstone, so it looks like Wellstone might be losing this game. And we do have a highlight here in the 89th minute, looking to be for Bath City, actually for us. So Paxman with the ball just outside the penalty box, but making a mistake here, and it's Bacon versus our keeper, but he shoots wide, so no Bacon for him. So only seconds to go here of the match, waiting for the final whistle here any second. And that's the final whistle. So the final scoreline 2-0 for Bath City versus Hungerford, and shots 8-8, shots on target 4-3, and possession 50-50%. So very, very, very happy with this performance actually by the lads. We do have Genovese with a bad rating, but we didn't let in any goal or anything like that, so I'm very, very pleased here. And what's more important as well is that Wellstone actually lost their game, I believe. Yeah, they did. So now we are 9 points behind the title leaders. So we do seem to maybe be in with a chance if we can have a pretty good form here the last couple of games, and they have a bad form. We certainly do have a chance to actually win the title. So we had a attendance on the match of 851, so that's pretty decent as well. And we have unfortunately Batten getting 2 matches suspension here, and we'll not do anything special here, and we'll praise Adloy's performance here in his last match. So the upcoming match is against Oxford City, once again at home, so that's nice. It improves the chances for us for a good result, so hopefully we can make something out of it. And Oxford City currently sitting 9th in the table, so should be a pretty exciting game. It shouldn't be the most easiest, but then again, the easiest game is actually those we might have been struggled the worst with in the league this season. We saw a small note there about Rig resuming full training, so he's soon back in the team, at least it seems like, and that will be very nice as well, since we are actually missing him, and he's been performing pretty darn well in the team, I believe, and been behind quite a lot of goals and things like that. So yeah, he's resuming full training. We had Atloy in the team of the week last week, and we have almost all players here in Enfield Town being in the team of the week, all except the strikers pretty much, and one of the midfielders. Pretty funny. So we got some play development advice here from Jim Rollo, our assistant manager, as well. And we have Ball and Mills losing attributes and ability, and there is a reason for that, and that is that we are not playing them and they are getting old as well, and that goes together, so to say. And we'll do the player form interactions here, so we'll praise Ross Stern and we'll criticize Genovese here. We have Cooper that finishing scouting Barnes here. So he's apparently definitely better than our current keeper, and he's not wanted, so let's actually keep scouting him for now. And we have our regular scouting meeting as well. No interesting players there, so we'll just move on forward here. So a little bit of a wait here of the Europe Cup, I believe, and that had a lot of games there on that Thursday. So the pre-match tactical advice will add the team instruction and remove this one. And we are small favorites according to the bookmakers for the upcoming game. And we had a little bit of a better training week in this last week with an average rating of 7.44. So let's take a look here on the individual level if we have any players that are really improving or anything like that. And not really the case. We can take a little look here on Medalus, and he's actually been improving quite a bit here on several important attributes here for him, so that's nice. Let's take a look here at Stuart also actually, and he's been going pretty much up and down all the time, and but slightly improving here actually in this month, so that's nice. He's one of our key players. And as usual, we'll let all players that need match sharpness to play in the under 23s for 60 minutes per match until they are match fit. Sean Rigg was ready for 75 minutes there, I believe. Yeah, maximum 75 minutes. So let's see, we'll put him in instead of Stern, and we'll put Stern in instead of Ollis on the bench, We should have on the players correct, or we should have Malus instead of Mins there on the bench as well. And we have Oliver here, our striker, almost getting ready to play as well. And I think this is the best team and everyone alright, but not the case. We need to switch out a Batten also. So we can play either Candy or Spencer Adams. And Spencer Adams is better but haven't played well together with Hayden. So let's actually try Candy and see if he can perform on the way we want. And we actually should change out London here as well for Stuart. So we have the best team available to us here in the lineup, and that's the case here. So let's go to the match here and hope we can manage to get the result we deserve, or not deserve maybe, but are able to do here. So should be able to do a pretty solid win here. We might have a chance here, only seconds in, and it's a cross from Rig, and Adeloy with an early goal here in the first minute, only 15 seconds in. And what a beautiful goal there, making it 1-0 for Bath City versus Oxford in the first minute. Paxman once again behind the play a bit, and Rig coming in here after a long injury and making a difference here early on, 20 seconds in, so that's very nice. And second minute we have Stuart with the cross, and that faint but looked dangerous. Back to Hutton, and to Paxman in the middle, and back to Hutton again, and Sparta get a second chance on the cross, and the cross to Brandt, and it's 2-0 here for Bath City, making it very good start. Two goals inside 2 minutes versus Oxford City. What a start here for us. Can't ask for anything better than this, for sure. So let's do 1 goal per minute here for a whole match, making it 90-0. That would be something different for sure. So another highlight coming up here in the 8-minute mark. Sparta once again with the ball, but missed his header, and it looks like a bad clearing there from the players, and Brandt versus the keeper, but he hit the post and the rebound got out to Paxman, I believe, but the keeper did a super save there, and Stuart here with the corner, and they clear it out, and the highlight is over. But wow, so close to 3-0 there very, very early, and we do have more chances looking to come up here. And the chance here maybe for Oxford sitting on the counter-attack, and it's 1-on-1 versus our keeper, but we clear it, but only to their player Flanagan, and making a goal here on a reduction 2-1 here for Bath City versus Oxford. I'd say definitely a lot of unlucky here, considering we almost had 3-0 for just a few minutes ago, and now we have 2-1. Really not the same thing, but hopefully we can work it out nonetheless. And another highlight here in the 18th minute, and Paxman with the ball and a shot, and the keeper saves. And Hungerford, they're taking the lead in their match. And let's see here, Wellstone actually seems to be losing this match as well. So at the moment only 6 points behind Wellstone, if we can keep this up. And we have the first half over here and the second. And that's the first half, so the scoreline after one half is a 2-1 for Bath City versus Oxford, and shots are 10-6, shots on target 7-2, and possession 51 to 49%. So overall, very happy with the first half performance here. A little bit unlucky that we didn't have 3-0, and well, basically unlucky that we didn't get the third goal, and a bit unlucky that we did get that goal against us. But I can't expect the player to miss once he basically have an open goal there after the tackle. That unfortunately more or less was a pass to one of their players. Speaking of the players, overall all players have been performing pretty well. We have Hutton and Hayden not doing the greatest at the moment though, unfortunately, but I think it's all right for now at least. So we'll kick off here and look to do substitution around the 16-minute mark. And we get a highlight here. Stewart with the cross from the free kick, and bad bounces, and we make a shot just over the bar. And once again I say we are very unlucky to not have another goal there. So a highlight here, and I just thought about making a substitution, but we'll wait for the highlight. And it looked dangerous for Oxford City there, but Hutton clearing the ball all the way up, and we have the ball now in the midfield. We'll see what happens there. Here looked like we would have broke the ball, but not the case. It's a cross in from Oxford City, but they shoot the ball over the bar, luckily for us, and just about to make substitution, and we get another highlight here. Hutton again with a bad throw-in, making Oxford winning the ball, and Oxford are through one-on-one versus our keeper, and it's equalized unfortunately here for Oxford City, making the game 2-2. And yeah, bad throw-in and bad marking here. I'm very unhappy with that. Let's see here what substitutions we make here down after this terrible events. So we'll definitely change out our defenders or what we can here in the defense. So Hayden have the worst rating, so let's switch him out actually. And maybe we should have 2 defenders on the bench, since they are playing so bad. It looks like, at least. And I don't really want to switch out Brunt since he's been playing good, and basically all of our attackers have been in the midfield, so I actually will only do that one change in the defense and switch up our mentality to attacking like we have done. And unfortunately Wellstone have turned it around and are now leading, and here Oxford get another goal, unfortunately making the game 2-3 for Varsity versus Oxford. And once again for Flanagan, and good corner here, I believe it was from Oxford. Yeah, a good corner, and bad marking there from Varsity, making our early lead into a loss, it looks like. And basically I'd say this is more or less ruined our chance to win the title here, and that's full time here. So the final scoreline 2-3 for Bath City versus Oxford City, and shots 16-12, shots on target 10-4, possession 52-48%. So looking at the match stats and how the match developed, I can say that I'm unhappy with how our strikers and the team played overall. What I am very unhappy about though is once again the collapse of our defense, and how darn effective Oxford City were in this match. And yeah, not happy at all with this game is basically what I'm saying. And yeah, I think we more or less lost our chance there to win the title here. But yeah, we'll see what happens, and that will be everything for this episode. So do remember to smash that like button if you like what you've seen, and do subscribe if you haven't done so you don't miss out on any of the new daily content that we bring to you here on Rawslowgaming. And that will be everything for this episode, and see you next time. Bye bye.